Hey, welcome back to Reliable Sources. I'm Brian Stelter. We are witnessing one of the most volatile, unpredictable, riveting elections of our lifetimes. But are you exhausted trying to keep up with it at all? Or maybe you feel like this.
You know, I'm not a big sleeper. Like 3 hours, 4 hours, I toss and turn, I think, I beep. I want to find out what's going on.
Hey, Trump likes to brag that he only sleeps 4 hours a night. But in next week's issue of New York Magazine, out tomorrow morning, Gabriel Sherman spends time with Trump and writes that, quote, people who know him say they've never seen him so tired. He suggests his ill-advised comments about punishing abortion seekers seem like they might have been a function of sheer exhaustion as well. Well, I've got the perfect guest to ask about that. Arianna Huffington, one of the most influential women in media, the co-founder and editor-in-chief of the Huffington Post, and the author of the new book, The Sleep Revolution, Transforming Your Life One Night at a Time. Arianna, I slept 9 hours last night in preparation for this interview. I'm serious. I want to ask you about this idea. You've written about it on the Huffington Post. But first, to your coverage of Trump, you all started out by covering him as entertainment, putting him in the entertainment section. Wasn't that a foolhardy move, given that he's now the GOP frontrunner?
Not at all. We think that he's a little bit like Jong. You know, he's both a buffoon and he's dangerous. So we started covering him as a buffoon until the day when he proposed that we ban 1.6 billion Muslims from entering the United States. From that point on, we started covering him as a clear and present danger with an editor's note at the end of each story.
And we'll put that on screen so people can read it. In the editor's note, you call him a racist, among other things. How can you possibly defend having an editor's note on stories about this candidate?
Well, we defend it by wanting to remind our readers every day that this man is escalating violence at his rallies, is proposing to ban an entire religion, is making misogynistic comments, and he's the only presidential candidate ever who believes that Barack Obama was not born in this country. These are like extreme statements, and unfortunately, the media are mainstreaming them.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is that the media are, by not challenging these statements again and again and again, are allowing them to become part of the conversation, to become part of the mainstream. We're getting used to these absurdities, as Van Jones said. And look at the Bob Woodward interview in the Washington Post.
This came out last night.
Yes, 96-minute interviews, and not once did he ask Donald Trump about the fact that he's a birther, about the fact that he's advocating violence at his rallies.
Are there so many topics to be asking about? I'm glad they're asking about other issues.
I'm sorry, but these topics are rather important. If you're a birther, it's a little bit like a candidate who believes that the earth is flat. It is something that is absolutely unequivocally false.
But isn't that why he should never have been assigned to the entertainment category? Kim Jong-un's not covered in the entertainment category.
The point about Donald Trump is that we wanted to signal to our reporters and to our readers that we cannot cover him in a conventional way.
And you're perhaps suggesting then that the too many other media outlets are covering him a conventional way?
Well, up until last week. I mean, last week was wonderful because, as you showed, you had Anderson Cooper and Chris Matthews really challenging him and really pointing out that he's actually like a sleep-deprived 5-year-old who has not taken his nap and therefore is rather cranky and irritable. The only problem is that this 5-year-old sleep-deprived baby may actually have his little fingers on the nuclear button.
Now, you worked in a lot of insults into one line there. You guys have a history, right? Have you all spoken at all since he entered the race?
No, we have no history. That's ridiculous.
Well, he's insulted you on Twitter many times, and you all have seen each other at parties many times in New York over the years.
Yeah, that's irrelevant. Donald Trump has the potential of destroying this country. That is really what is at stake here, and the media need to wake up and start covering him like that.
So you're saying that when he's treated like every other candidate, that we're falling down on the job?
Absolutely, absolutely, falling down on the job, especially when they are, including on his wearing like a badge of honor his sleep deprivation. You have reporters who respond, oh, you have so much energy. No, it's a little bit like a candidate saying, you know, I'm perpetually drunk. You wouldn't just be impressed by that. You would question his judgment. And every day we have more and more examples of his lack of judgment.
But doesn't this underscore that the Huffington Post is mainly a point of view organization, not a news organization, by taking this stance against Trump?
Brian, I think it would be absolutely a dereliction of duty for a media organization not to have a point of view on Donald Trump. To be
I wonder,
neutral.
though, how conservative Verizon, your owner now, feels about this liberal stance at the Huffington Post.
Our editorial independence is guaranteed, as you reported when the Verizon deal was made, and I've never heard one word from Verizon about how we should be covering Trump.
Of course, the reason I'm asking about that is I'm wondering if maybe there'll be a spinoff, if maybe you'll be leaving the Verizon Corporation.
There's nothing like that in the horizon.
So let me ask you about the concept of your book, because there's a headline on the Huffington Post website that I thought was very apropos about this. The writer was suggesting that perhaps sleep deprivation can explain Donald Trump's behavior. But why is it that you're saying that sleep is so important, even though perhaps Trump is not getting enough of it?
Well, I have an entire chapter on the science, the recent scientific findings that show that contrary to our belief that when we sleep, our brain is inactive, that's the time of frenetic activity when all the toxins that accumulate during the day are cleared up. If that doesn't happen, our cognitive functions are dramatically degraded. And we see that happening with Trump. Again and again, we see the lack of judgment, the false memories, the inability to process information. But we also saw it with Rubio. When Rubio was exhausted, you saw what happened to that disastrous debate that kind of derailed his campaign.
When Christie challenged him.
And in 2012, we now have actually the evidence of what happened to Rick Perry when he botched his answers, and he was shortly after diagnosed with sleep apnea.
Why is it that of all the topics in the world that you can write about, that you decided to devote a whole book about sleep?
Because I feel that we need to change our culture around sleep. You know, we have convinced the world that exercise and nutrition are important, but the third leg of the stool is sleep.
Even though you have so many staffers working so hard down on Broadway, you really encourage them to take enough naps?
Absolutely. We have nap rooms. We encourage people to disconnect and unplug from their technology after hours and come back to work recharged, because that's when we are most creative and most productive.
I do wonder if some of your staffers, some of your would-be employees are interested in coming over to the Huffington Post because of those nap rooms.
It
Quite an
definitely,
interesting luxury to work.
improves retention and recruitment.
Does it?